Thank you for stopping by GardenStateWeather.com, New Jersey and the Northern Mid-Atlantic region's weather news portal. And put the summer clouds, the cumulus clouds, back up on this photograph because it's late November and we're still having temperatures in the 60s, which is about 15 degrees above normal. Mean average climatologically for this time of the year, and as a result a lot of people are suffering from allergies and cold and flu-like symptoms, and it's just going to continue, and it's not going to get any easier because of the fact that we've had so much rainfall this past season, about 200 to 300 percentile above normal mean average rainfall in the New Jersey, New York City, Philadelphia metropolitan area this season. The leaves have come down, and as a result there's a lot of mold on the trees and in the ground too, and that's why a lot of people are suffering. I know personally I have allergy appointments this afternoon as well, and I've been through the ringer over the last month. That's the reason why a lot of these videos aren't done, because I just simply can't breathe enough to be able to do them. And while I'm on medication this morning, I can still breathe just a little bit. We can see a smattering of these mid and upper level clouds, quite a lot of breaks in the cloud cover across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and the Delmarva region. Skies are either sunny or partly to mostly cloudy depending on where you are, according to the cloud satellite photograph. This is infrared satellite photograph this morning. And late this morning we can find temperatures anywhere from generally the low to the mid-60s across the region. There's a few cooler readings with the onshore flow across Atlantic City, but outside of the marine areas here right along the immediate coast, temperatures are already buffeted into the 60s, and they're getting quite warm in this very dry cloud-free air mass. I shouldn't say dry air mass, but it's a cloud-free air mass. There's certainly a lot of indicativeness to the moisture content, which is beginning to build into this region, and has been over the last 24 hours and will continue to be over the next 12 to 24 hours, and then the air becomes saturated and rain is on the way for Tuesday. Well, this satellite image surely shows a lot that's going on in the atmosphere according to the latest water vapor imagery this afternoon. We can see low pressure at the base of the trough here trying to lift up into the Tennessee Valley. Well, we did see that a second ago, except that the satellite just vanished. Anyway, low pressure is developing and moving into the Tennessee Valley. It's going to move through the Ohio Valley and then later the St. Lawrence Valley and weaken and open up. Large area of dry air. High pressure now is off the southeast coast. A couple of weeks ago, high pressure was off this area here. Now, we do find high pressure in the means over Texas and the Gulf Coast states today, but in the means, the upper level atmosphere a couple of weeks ago had basically high pressure over the Gulf Coast area, and that was providing a lot of warmth. It's still providing warmth here in the eastern United States too, but the transition in the pattern is already occurring. This cold front is a very weak cold front here, but it's very diffuse because the northern part of it is going to probably just vanish and wash out as it makes its way across northern New England and the northern mid-Atlantic states, probably washing out before it gets to New Jersey here this afternoon and tonight. And this flow is definitely from the south-southwest, as evident by the water vapor loop here. So plenty of moisture, but all this moisture is really moving just to the west of us. And there'll be the cold front that passes and rain, and an influx of moisture will get carried into the system off the Atlantic over the next 24 to 36 hours. But that's it. Basically, a lot of this moisture is going to remain over areas well to the west of the forecast area and into the St. Lawrence River Valley by Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Here's another cold front here that's moving across the upper Midwest. Quite a lot of dynamics with this one too. As you can see, the cloud shield is also breaking up. It's moving into this area of very, very dry air here across the Great Lakes all the way down to Texas. And it's probably going to come through here dry by Friday. But it's, in the meantime, this high pressure ridge, which all this dry air that's located in this region here from the Great Lakes down through Texas, is going to move east by Wednesday. And it's going to clear skies out by Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, and early Friday before this weak cold front comes through. Could come through dry by Friday morning. And that's going to mean a shift in the winds and also a shift in our weather. We can see that this morning, late this morning, early afternoon, we find broken cloudiness through central southern New Jersey, actually all through Pennsylvania, down through the northern mid-Atlantic and the southeastern states. Thicker layers of clouds and rain falling across the Ohio Valley down through the Tennessee Valley this morning. If we take a look at the water vapor imagery, same kind of thing. A little bit more drying going on through the Delmarva and points south. A lot more cloud cover here. The water vapor imagery, imagining a lot more cloud cover in the mid and upper layers of the atmosphere here, and that's why we have the cloud cover. But there's going to be breaks in between. If we look at the radar composite, we see that all the rain is well out to the west and northwest of the forecast area. And we can see this nicely here going through the Ohio Valley into Ohio proper, and then into western New York and all the way up into Maine, and all the precipitation away from the metropolitan area. As that low moves through the Ohio Valley into the St. Lawrence River Valley on Tuesday into Wednesday, here is where along the southern New England coast down through the northern Delmarva, northern New Jersey, where we could find some elevated convection. This could be some enhanced rainfall in a relatively stable atmosphere. So we could find some elevated thunderstorms producing, light to moderate amounts of heavier precipitation within the rain cells that form during Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday morning. Forecast package now from this afternoon and through tonight, we find that low pressure moving through the Tennessee Valley into the Ohio Valley. Lots of rain here. Well out to the west. Southerly flow, southeasterly flow, invading the northern mid-Atlantic. Very mild temperatures this afternoon, well above average in the 60s. And nighttime lows not dropping much from the 50s. And here comes the occluded front now as the low begins to spin and wind up over the Ohio Valley tomorrow morning. And as we move in time, the low moves through the Ohio Valley. Warm front, a coastal front, they're just lying well southeast. It could be some embedded areas of rain across the Delmarva. More of the rain associated with this deep upper level low and surface low reflection across the Tennessee and Ohio valleys during the day on Tuesday. As we get through Tuesday night, the main surface low, the upper low, now moving through the Ohio and Illinois area. The surface low reflection moving in towards east of the Great Lakes into western New York now. And warm front, cold front culprit coming through. Moderate to heavy rain developing during the day on Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday night across central and southern New Jersey, northeastern New Jersey, the New York City metropolitan area, the Hudson Valley, southwestern Connecticut, as the winds veer towards the south-southeast and moisture being influxed from off the ocean. Some moderate periods of rain, showers, and thunderstorms. The 3 to 7 day forecast shows the low now in through southern Canada. Cold front well off the coast, upper trough moving through during the day on Wednesday afternoon, clearing the skies out. High pressure in control during the day, ridging across the Tennessee and Mississippi Valley during the day on Thursday. And this will preclude any major weather events. Weak cold front, upper level trough moving through the upper Great Lakes. Cold front snaking down through Pennsylvania all the way down through the southeastern states during the day on Friday. This cold front looks to be very dry, as we mentioned in the forecast. And then after that cold front comes through, lots of dry air, high pressure in control across the northern mid-Atlantic and New England states during the day on Saturday. Temperatures begin to moderate with high pressure along the eastern seaboard states on Sunday, and a weak cold front now coming across the Great Lakes and through southern Texas. Again, pretty dry at this time across the southern areas. Dry, seasonably wet conditions expected across the Great Lakes region. We'll have to monitor this cold front as it gets closer to the forecast area during next week. I'm in the midst of doing a big forecast discussion on email as well for some of our subscribers here at GardenStateWeather.com on the pattern change that is going on. And I'm going to bring in a lot of information from the Climatic Data Center, as well as information from the stratosphere, the MJO, the Madden-Julian Oscillation, and all of the teleconnective indexes, the Arctic Ice Oscillation, the North Atlantic Ice Oscillation, all of these features, which we're going to look for that pattern change that we're still expecting to happen during the middle part to the latter part part of December, much like it happened last year. But again, no 2 years are the same, so we can't expect the same weather conditions. But generally, we're finding in the medium range models and the long term, even short term models, that the pattern is definitely beginning to change across the Pacific, and that's going to have downstream effects on the eastern U.S. weather as well. I'm going to be getting into all of that on the email forums during today and tonight, and I'll be back with you tomorrow morning, bright and early, with the latest daily video forecast discussion. For GardenStateWeather.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith. I'm a little still ill, but I'm getting better day by day. You make it a good Monday. The last Monday of the month of November. December starts on Thursday, and I'll visit you on Tuesday, the last Tuesday of the month, tomorrow morning. For GardenStateWeather.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a good day.